there's like all these people that are trying to be gatekeepers, where people are like, hey, I want to build a video game, how do I do it? And then people are like, oh, it's a lot of work, and like maybe pick this programming language, not this other one, and like only this is the right way to do it or something. And the way I look at this is that if you want to build something, just figure out how to build that one thing. Don't worry about fundamentals of programming or computer science, or there's like all this how to make things fast or good or whatever. If you want to build a video game, just figure out how to build that video game that you want to build, and through that process you'll learn how to actually build it. And don't let anyone tell you that you cannot do it. Just go online, type into ChatGPT, how do I build a video game? I want to build this video game. Just go and do it. I think this is we haven't really talked about AI and how that might influence the future in this space, right? But I'm talking about how people are gatekeepers. I experience it even on so we have this Discord server, this chat where people talk about Athena Crisis. And because I want to be open about how I'm building it, there's a tech channel where people can ask questions, and I'm like, hey, here's the code for the AI or whatever. And then somebody was like, hey, it was exactly this question, I want to build a video game. And then somebody else jumps in, it's like, oh, use this language. And it just, to me, it's this is exhausting. I just told that person, just go and build it, right? And so ChatGPT is this really great AI that's always going to be there and supportive to you. It's not going to tell you cannot do it, right? And so maybe my real advice here is go use ChatGPT or something and ask it, hey, how do I build it? Because that will be your biggest supporter. Unless you have an actual person sitting next to you that's I'm going to teach you this and I'm going to give you my unlimited attention. Ask ChatGPT, hey, how do I build this? And then just figure out how to build that. And once you have it, just figure out how to make it better and make it into something that other people like too.
Maybe as a last segment now, since you brought up the topic of AI, is this something you're integrating into the development of your game and tools like ChatGPT as a natural kind of progression of technology? Absolutely,
yeah. This is, it's been absolutely insane. There's people out there that are not using AI to do programming now, and I'm like, what? Why? What are you doing, right? So I think if any developers are listening to this, and you are not using what's called GitHub Copilot, which is the ChatGPT for coding, or not using ChatGPT, stop what you're doing, spend the next 3 hours just figuring that out, set it up, pay those $10 or $20 a month. It's gonna pay so much dividends. You're gonna do your job twice as fast or whatever, and then just chill somewhere or something like that. So whatever the low cost for these systems is, it's going to give you so much value. And so concretely what that meant for me, because I was this single developer and I was trying to understand all these things that I didn't know before, that I had never done before, I never had any faster way to get solutions to the questions that I had. Usually I would ask people that, people are slow, they're not reliable. The thing is that people, if you know that they know the answer will always be correct. So with AI systems right now, quite often they can be pretty wrong. So if you don't know what you're doing or what they are trying to do, then that can be problematic and you might go the wrong path. But then, the other thing is you can Google things, but I'm not even using Google anymore. I just go to ChatGPT when I have questions about coding, for example. And so, yeah, I'm still thinking about the credit screen in the video game itself. I haven't put it in yet, but there's people are making all the art, all the music, all the pixel art, all the sounds, all completely handwritten or hand drawn or, hand composed by people. But in terms of programming, I'm the only programmer. And I've been wondering, should I put GitHub Copilot and ChatGPT as the other programmers on this project? Because, none of them went off on their own to build a feature, but, they have helped me build substantial portions of things. I would write most of it, but then there's small little bits where I wasn't sure, and I would use ChatGPT or GitHub Copilot to figure out how to do it.